D.C., played a couple tunes, and when I got off, I ordered a pitcher of beer and they charged me for it. And now, you know, it's a little later, a little further on, and everything has changed. Of course, I get to do this, and it's an amazing job. And I'm beginning to remember all these guys once they actually started paying me, who were in their 80s when I met them, and had sort of small careers in obscurity in their 20s or teens, and in their 80s had been sort of rediscovered to enter into a new obscurity. And they were so old that I thought they were hurting themselves doing this. And I had the nerve to ask a couple of them, you know, why? Because at the time, and for a long time, my idea of paradise was a gurney with me on it and an an IV, some drug, some muscle relaxant. Where's Leo? I don't know, he's over there somewhere. Up against the wall. In Kansas City, I had an opening act who was 92 years old. 92 years old, and he was 7 feet tall. 92 years old, that's one thing that you notice. 7 feet tall, that's something else you notice. But in the same package, it is just downright impossible to comprehend. I mean, looking at this guy, and he must have been 8 feet tall when he was. Really an amazing sight. And I was sick. I had the flu, and all I wanted to do was get out of there, and I didn't know there was a support act. And then before I saw him, they said, well, yeah, there is. We got him out of a nursing home.
Oh, God.
And I see the guy, yeah. And he went out there, and he was in the 70s, and he had a powder blue leisure suit with little vinyl accoutrement.
Oh my God.
Belt, the shoes, these little vinyl patent leather, white. It's all white, the belt, and this little hat, way up there, this little vinyl, white plastic hat, like a grain of rice on top of his head. I just wanted to die. What is this clown gonna do? And he whipped out his ukulele. It was about this big. A 92-year-old, 7-foot-tall man in a leisure suit with a plastic hat. And he hit that first little chord, and you knew nothing could redeem this guy. He was terrible. Horrible. And the crowd brought him back again. They loved him. And he came off, and I looked at him, and I just couldn't believe any of it. And I said, is it true they got you out of a nursing home, my idea of paradise? To do this? He said, yeah. And I said, well, why do you do this? And he looked down at me and he said, this is what I do. Carina, where you been so long? Carina, where you been so long? I've got a bird that whistles. I've got a bird that sings. I've got a bird that whistles, a bird that sings. But if I ain't got cold, life don't mean nothing. I can't breathe when she talks to me. Carina, where you been so long? Carina, where you been so long? And I've been worried about since you